Welcome, welcome. I am back. I just moved this. Now I'm going to be all discombobulated because I'm sitting in the wrong spot. It's fine. We're fine. Anyhow, I took Dylan to the vet. Oh my God. Kayla. Why do I call Avery Kayla? I don't know why I do. Anyway, she was not happy. She was afraid. I guess she was afraid that they were going to hurt him. She was shaking. She was screaming. Anyhow, he's okay. He's got some medication he's got to take. His chest is actually clear, so it's only like, I guess, like sinus and the cough or whatever. So I gave him his first dose tonight, and then tomorrow I give him 2 pills in the morning and 1 at night. She said that it's like crazy this year. Like so many dogs have come down with it. That's crazy. Anyway, he'll be fine. She said within 3 days the symptoms should go away, but I have to keep him on the medication for 10 days. Anyhow, okay, first person here is Cinnamon. How is the location of where I move going to be? I don't think it's that far away from where you are now. I mean, I'm like relatively local. It looks like you may have a choice of a couple of different places. I want to say the place that you end up with, or that you end up going to, is maybe within 30 minutes of where you are right now. It's, I don't know if it has like, I don't know what the name of these places are called, but there may be like a courtyard or something in the center, and it may be like a small apartment, but in a really nice like facility or area, that complex that has a lot of like amenities. Like you may have like gardens or parks or big open areas. I think it's going to be a nice place, and I don't think it's that far away from where you are right now. Talia, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a pretty decent day. You may have some choices. You may have a soulmate connection around. There may be the ability to manifest new opportunities. Somebody from your past could return, or you may run into somebody from your past. Looks like there's an air sign around, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Success comes in. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the day. Something fun should come up. There should be something fun that comes up before the end of the day. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's around a soulmate connection. Kalia, general. You may have to make a decision. You got choices and decisions coming in around you. You've got a new business opportunity or an idea for a new business that pops up. No longer feeling like you're holding yourself back. An Aries enters, a Virgo enters, a fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. An old wound is starting to heal and move into the past. Success comes in. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Possible road trip coming up. Georgia, love for the next few days. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe, and you may have some choices. You may be thinking about moving away or walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you, especially if it causes you anxiety. You have a Virgo around, cause for celebration that comes in around somebody new coming in out of the blue, which could be a Libra. There's also an Aries. Success comes in when you explore your options. Things could change for the better for you quickly. Passion comes in, Sagittarius enters. You might have some new options coming in. Karina, Jade Scorpio's next actions towards me. Well, it's kind of slow and stagnant. I don't see anything happening right away. The next thing that will happen will be communication, but it may take some time. T-Vet, why haven't I heard from Leonard today? Does he work on the weekends? He's busy working on something. If he doesn't work, like he's off on Saturdays, then I would say he's working on something else. Maybe it could be something around the home. It looks like he's really wrapped up in it too. His perseverance pays off. I don't know what it is that he's doing, but working on something that takes a lot of time that he's like determined to finish. I think you should hear from him before the end of the day because he's not holding himself back. I would say communication comes in by the end of the day. If not, by tomorrow. It's like he's enthralled in something right now. But it looks like work. It doesn't look like it's a social activity. It's like I'm doing something. I'm fixing something. I'm building something. Something like that. Jocelyn, what is going on with Matt and what is next for us? Well, he's slow and steady wins the race. He may have been very busy the last couple of weeks. I don't know where you guys are in the situation or where the relationship is, but you may feel like you're not getting enough out of it, or you might not feel like he puts in enough effort. At some point, his effort could pick up. You could see him putting in a little bit more effort, but you might feel like you got a long road ahead of you. I would say what's next is communication should pick up, or whatever the next step is. So if you don't get a lot of communication right now, communication picks up. If you talk all the time but hardly see each other, you should start seeing each other more. There's more coming, but he still seems very distracted and like he has other priorities right now. Like he's kind of all over the place. Yeah, these dogs they get me so upset, especially because he's going to be 11. She's like, he's slowed down since last year. And I was like, yeah, he has. But, I mean, you know, he still likes to play and he still has a lot of energy. You know, like I said, he'll walk a little and then he wants to lay down. He loves watching people. He loves watching, he'll love to sit outside and just watch me run back and forth. He's okay with that. But, you know, I get so upset with these damn dogs. Lydia, oh my God, we kissed. I had a feeling that was going to happen sooner or later. I didn't realize it was going to happen that soon. But you have cause for celebration comes in. Things change for the better around the situation quickly, and things should move forward pretty fast. I would say you could get communication coming in from him, or you're seeing him soon. Christy, is Jason telling the truth about the end of 2020? Yeah, pretty much. He's pretty much telling the truth, yeah. T-Vet love. Okay, you've got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your love life. You also have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you're feeling prepared to do that. You're no longer holding yourself back. If things aren't working out for you, you're not going to play around anymore. You got too much energy coming in to settle for less than what you want. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have a Leo and a Virgo here as well. Choices that come in, exploring your options, listen to your intuition. If you're looking for a committed relationship, you do have a romantic committed relationship on the horizon, where you feel like the hard work you put in has come back to you. Negativity around love moves into the past. She's watching trolls in there. You hear her talking. Sepia General. Okay, it looks like you may be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Once that happens, somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. It could have something to do with business. Got money coming in, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and possibly going back to school or learning a new area of study. And Aries comes in, also a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, besides the Aries comes in. If you've been feeling a little bit regretful or negative, that's going to move into the past. You've got nice money coming in and new opportunities. Six of Pentacles could be a job where you feel as if you're being better paid, better compensated, and better appreciated. Cinnamon, I can't. I can't. He's fine, though. He really is fine. Like, he's eating, he's drinking, he's been out. He's fine. I just get nervous. I get nervous because they can't tell you how they feel. Avery was more freaked out. She did not like, she didn't like taking him to the vet. She was shaking. Her body was trembling. And I was like, I'm not going to let anybody hurt Dylan, trust me. And she was screaming and pointing at him. But they didn't do anything to him. Like, they didn't give him a shot or anything. They just listened to his chest, looked in his ears. She like felt his belly. She looked at his butt. I don't know why, but she did. Avery did not like that. She did not approve. I didn't think they were going to let me in, because last year when I took him in, they made me sit in the car. But they let us come in, so. Anyhow. Beautiful one, General. Could have a little road trip coming up here. Listen to your intuition. Love may be heating up for you too. If you're not in a relationship right now, but if you're looking for one, there could be a committed relationship on the horizon soon. Got new energy coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, you have a Leo, you have an Aries. Cause for celebration comes in. Things change for the better for you quickly. Feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain around life in general. All of a sudden, things should shift. I don't know where you are as far as school is concerned, but there may be an opportunity to go back to school, learn a new area of study. You also may be coming up with a new business idea, or a new business idea, or a side business or a side hustle that brings in extra cash. Feeling like you're moving on to greener pastures and you're not standing for less than you deserve. Sepia Love. Same thing with love. If it's not working for you, or if you feel like you're not getting anything out of it, you're going to turn and walk away from it. With that, you have things moving forward pretty quickly. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Chariot can push things forward fast. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Could be a Cancer, could also be an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's also another Virgo here. You may have some new options that come in. when you decide to shut the door on something, new options could come in. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're feeling prepared and ambitious. Sagittarius enters. Cinnamon, how old is he? Sorry, will me and the Aquarius Aaron reconcile? Yes, you will reconcile. Sepia, the interview on Friday. You already had it, or it's coming up next Friday? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter either way. It looks like perseverance pays off, and the hard work you put in should come back to you, and they should show you a lot of respect. You get some good karma around the situation, and things could change for the better for you quickly. Looks like there's success around that interview. There's success in a new job opportunity and new business opportunities. I would say be prepared for your wish to come true. If you want to work there, you could get that. You could get that job. That would be great. Sorry. Aaron's current feelings towards me is no communication. Well, he has a lot of respect for you. Empress and the Lovers. Love, money, abundance, fertility. He feels the two of you are still connected. Even if you're not talking right now, he doesn't think that that's going to last forever. He's hopeful that things are going to get back on track. Sepia, me and Ramel. It looks like all of a sudden out of the blue, I don't know where you are in this situation, I can't remember, but it looks like all of a sudden out of the blue things may move forward suddenly, but you might not, you might be feeling like it's done. Like all of a sudden he may want to move forward and you might not be feeling it. It looks like you could have put that whole situation behind you. He's a water sign, right? See, water sign of Cancer? I think he's Cancer. He could show up, and then by the time he shows up, you feel like, you know what, I put in a whole lot of hard work. I didn't see much of a payoff. I'm feeling negative around the situation. I'm not really into it anymore, and you may send him on his way. But you could get communication from him, or maybe, I don't know if he would just show up at your house. I don't think so. I think communication will come in through some sort of a message. Oh, the vet said that it's not in his chest. It's just in his head. His chest is clear, and they gave me antibiotics. And she said that in 3 days, the symptoms should be gone, but he has to stay on the medicine for 10 days. And he's gone on my bed now. And that was it. She checked his tummy, she checked his ears, and she checked his butt. I don't know what that was about, but she lifted up his tail and she looked at his butt. But he's okay, thank God. Georgia, will the judge grant my petition soon or delay it? Will the judge grant my petition soon? I think he or she grants it soon. I don't think that they make you wait. Oh, you had it already. Okay, that's good. That's good. Julie, what's he thinking now? He must know that I'm pissed off. Yeah, and now he's a little stressed out because he may feel that you feel that he's treated you unfairly, and he has. So now he's feeling weak. how did you leave it off with him? Because he thinks that he's going to straighten things out. Like, he knows that you're pissed at him. He thinks he's going to straighten things out. He thinks that he'll get back in your good graces. I don't know how you left it off with him, but he still thinks that there's room for growth, change, and transformation. He knows that you're mad. I mean, why wouldn't you be mad? Like, why do you, I don't understand. Like, why do you say that you're going to do something and then make other plans and go somewhere else? I don't get it. Like, why didn't you just tell me the truth? Or call and cancel with me. I don't understand why people do that, but it happens all the time. Simran, what is he thinking about me currently? He might feel like there's negativity around the situation, or he may feel like I don't know why there's negativity. I don't know what the relationship is between you and this person, but maybe feeling negative could also be feeling like that he put in a lot of hard work and didn't see much of a payoff. He may feel like it has gotten nowhere, or it's gone nowhere, and he could be like a little bit like just kind of like letting things go. Simran, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like a pretty decent day. It's like taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It also looks like you might be busy with a work or a school project. It looks like the hard work that you put into it, whatever the project is, will come back to you. No longer feeling stuck. Being guided by the divine. The energy around you tomorrow is pretty peaceful. Simran, spirit messages. Nine of Water, your wishes come true, concerns fade away, a love of life. Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off a debt. King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities that you're offered. You've got the Midas touch. Liz, Pisces, next actions towards me. Well, they may be a little quiet because they got the Hermit here, but communication is going to come in relatively soon, and you'll probably see one another relatively soon. Rimmel. Will the Scorpio ever make a move, and if so, when? I don't see this person making a move anytime soon. That doesn't mean that they never will. It's just not coming up strong in the immediate future. Let's see. Maybe sometime later in the fall. Julie, he said that he was supposed to go over there earlier but overslept. I didn't respond. What is the outcome from this? But see, this is what I mean. Okay, so you overslept and you didn't go. So why didn't you tell me at that point, hey, I overslept. I have to go help my aunt with something. I'm not going to be able to make it. See, that's the part that I have a problem with. It's not so much, I mean, shit happens. I can forgive that. It's going to blow over. I think that he's going to try to reach out to you again. I think that maybe within the next 3 days you hear from him again, and then he's going to try to see you or make it up to you some other way. And I think it's going to blow over. That's what I think. Mariana, Marty's intentions towards me. Marty's intentions towards me. I think this person's intentions are for things to move forward. You got success coming in. He's feeling ambitious. He's not holding himself back. Things are moving forward. There could even be long-term potential around the situation. Oh, damn. Fia General, Fia S. General. Maybe making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you anymore. Got a Capricorn that comes in, and you could have a new job opportunity on the horizon. Things change for the better for you quickly when you lay down the law, set up boundaries. Maybe thinking about taking a trip, or you could be planning a trip. It looks like intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Not looking back on the past fondly, but prepared for your life to move forward. Sandy, what's coming towards me? Money. You got a new business opportunity, a new idea for a business, possibly a side hustle that brings in a lot of extra cash. A new journey is on the horizon, and Aries enters. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Elizabeth, the only reason the ex is texting me is because he is down and out. Okay, let's see. Is the only reason the ex texting me because he's down and out? Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. He does need somebody to cheer him up. He is feeling kind of low and kind of burdened, and he is looking for reassurance from somebody who is important to him. It's not only that he's texting you for that reason. I mean, you guys could reconnect. Slow and steady wins the race, but I think you're over it. I don't think that he's over it. I think that he could go back to the relationship. I'm not convinced that you could. So that may be too bad for him. And what was the other part? General for the week. Perseverance pays off, especially around a business or job opportunity. Feeling like life has come back into balance and feeling a little bit more financially stable. Capricorn and a Pisces are around this week, also with Taurus. Maybe taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Being guided by the divine puts you in the right place at the right time. That could be job related. Julie, is he actually over there or someplace else? Is he telling the truth? He's telling the truth, yeah. I just don't understand why he, like, what does it take to do the right thing by someone? Like, that's the part that frustrates me. Although I am tired of people, like, like the constant disappointment. I don't know why some people, just from some people that I read for, it's happened to me too, where some people are constantly getting let down. I don't know what that's about. I haven't figured it out, but I'm going to see if I can ask somebody who might know better than me. Like situations where it's like, if somebody says they're coming over, like, why would you ever have to question that? Like, if I told you I was coming over, you would never have to question it. I would be there. Like, that's just how I am, right? So why is it that so many of these situations come up for so many people where they think that the person is going to let them down, and then the person does let them down? Like, it happens. I see it happen a lot for people that I read for, where the energy is like showing he's coming, and then last minute doesn't show up. I've had it happen to me in the past too. Like, I went through that for years with different people, like not always the same person, but like somebody saying, yeah, I'm coming over, and then not showing up. I don't know what that is that causes that, but I'm going to see if I can get to the bottom of it, because it's really frustrating. But beyond that, it's like, it's inexcusable. You know, like, it's okay to have like shit happen, and like, I don't know, I'm sick, or I got called into work, or my mother needs a ride to the airport. Like, that's legitimate, right? But to not show up, just to leave someone hanging, not to get back to them. Like, what does it take to send a text message, I got to go out of town, or I'm not going to be around today? Like, why just not show up? That's the part that really gets me. Like, that I think is the bigger problem, not in the situation, but like as like a life lesson. Like, and then why is it that we put up with people like this in our lives? Because I did it for a long time, so I can't say that I've never been there, because I definitely let it go on for a lot longer than I should have. But no, I don't think he's lying. And I don't think he's lying, and I don't even think that that's not the issue. It's like, the problem is that you were expecting him to show up, so why didn't he tell you he wasn't coming? That's the part I have a hard time with. That pisses me off. Mo, love messages, sure. You have plenty of opportunities coming in here. First of all, you have a wish around love, so put that out into the universe. A Virgo, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a Sagittarius. No longer feeling stuck or feeling held back, but feeling like things change around love for the better for you quickly. A new journey is on the horizon. Communication may come in out of the blue from someone that either you didn't think you would hear from, or you haven't been speaking to a lot recently. You got happiness coming out over your love life, but you're calling the shots, and you may be exploring options, which I think is a good idea. Mo, is Vanessa moving on, or will she return? I don't think that she is moving on. She's kind of at a standstill right now, but the two of you have the opportunity for a new journey on the horizon. So regardless of, she's maybe feeling like she's doing a lot of thinking about things, but she's not putting in a lot of effort. At some point, you guys have the opportunity to reconnect relatively soon, if you want. By the time she comes back or gets her act together, you may have moved on to someone else, and then that would be her loss. Because you got plenty of stuff happening around you. Karina, general. You have a wish. Put it out into the universe. No longer feeling burdened or weighed down. Communication may come in out of the blue from a Virgo. If you've been waiting to hear from a Virgo, it also looks like you've got happiness coming out, a new job opportunity, new business partners on the horizon that could bring in, light up your ambition. You may be feeling very ambitious around work, business, or career, and then it looks like listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Love cup is full, and you could have a water sign come in if you're not with anyone right now that may be very serious about a relationship. You got a large sum of money headed your way. Sister, how come this guy who's always messaging me for advice turned down the invite to my tarot group, but accepted Lacey's request for her group in the brain retraining. He's a good friend of mine. He told me a tarot group was out of training zone and then joined hers. Okay, let's see. He felt burdened by the situation. I wonder if she was, do you know, she was like, what do you call it? When you, like, badgering him to do so. Like, I think that, like, he felt like he was burdened by the situation, and he may have felt like he had no other choice. Maybe she wouldn't leave him alone. He kind of felt like he had no choice. I mean, I can't imagine badgering someone like that, but he comes up as feeling overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do. I just did it. Like, I think that what he told you was the truth. I don't think that it's his thing, or I don't think it's anything he wants to do. I feel like maybe she asked a million times and he just couldn't say no anymore, so he just joined. Is she very pushy? I wonder if she's pushy. Or she felt like she could get him to give in. Why would she care that much? I don't know. Rimmel, General for September. You have choices that come in. You also may be taking like control of your life and making things happen, paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or putting money aside for something. The hard work that you put into your job comes back to you. Negativity moves into the past. Success comes in, an old wound starts to heal and moves into the past. Romance could heat up. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're ready and ready, willing, and able for your life to move forward. And with that, you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. You're not moving backwards in September. You're definitely moving forward. Definitely a pretty productive month. Sister, A is still making videos about how I ghosted her, and today she referred to me as a lost, broken person just because I never responded to her. That's the one that reached out to the other person that I had issues with. Should I feel guilty I never answered her? No, I don't think you should feel guilty. No, you have nothing to feel guilty about. First of all, if she's still making videos and she can't get over this, then who's really the lost, broken person? Not you, because you've let it go. She can't let it go. It's like she can't let it go. She may have a very hard time with the whole situation, because can you imagine putting that much energy into something, you know, that it's bothering her that much? She's going to drive herself crazy. No, I don't think that you have to respond to her. I think that she would just maybe too much work. I don't think that you did anything wrong. You know, that's too bad if she can't let go of it. But, you know, from the outside, when you look at something like that, like, it looks pathetic for her, because, like, people have got to see it. You know what I mean? Like, people ghost each other, right? I'm not a big fan of ghosting, you know, unless it comes, you know, unless you're dealing with someone who's a narcissist and there's no other way to deal with the situation. Then I would say that's different. But I don't really feel like you ghosted her. Like, I think this is how I feel like ghosting is. And I feel like it has more to do with romantic relationships, because I feel like with friends, sometimes there could be long periods of time where you don't hear from one another. Like, my best friend from high school, I can't tell you the last time I spoke to her. I want to say that maybe I spoke, I'll tell you, I'll look at the phone. But it's not that we've ghosted each other, it's just that's how life is. I don't even, I don't even know. Is she even on here? Oh, here we go. June 26th is June 29th. That's the last time I spoke to her, June 29th. But, like, to me, neither one, so that's 2 months ago. We even ghosted each other. We just, when I hear from her, I hear from her, and vice versa. I feel like it has more to do with romantic situations where one person says to the next person, oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and then you don't hear from that person again. They don't respond to you, and that's it. They just disappear. I've had that happen to me before, and I think that sucks, but I don't feel like that's what you did to her, and I think that let her sit in it if that's what she wants. She doesn't want to let go of it. She wants to sit in it, and that's her problem. Don't think that you owe her anything else. Aqua, why is LDNR acting weird with me? Is it just me? Let's see. Like, are you not understanding the situation right? Like, is it that you're thinking that something is weird and something isn't weird? I think something is a little bit off, but I don't know that it's really, like, personal to you. I don't know what the situation or the dynamic is between the three of you, but they may be feeling a little bit stuck, or they may be feeling like they're not moving forward as much. I don't think that they're mad at you or anything like that. They also may be feeling like the timing around the situation is poor. The energy looks pretty good as far as not being angry or anything like that, or upset about anything. You could ask them if you feel like that would make things better. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that. Like, I'm a big fan of communication. I think that always helps, but if there's no, I don't really think there's much that's wrong. So I don't want to suggest opening up like an issue if there's not, like starting something if there's no drama. And I don't really think that there's anything wrong. Give it a couple of days. If things don't turn around within a week or so, ask them. But I think it'll blow over. So none of the girls that I have personally spoken to in Lisi's group responded to my tarot post in her group. Why? None of the girls that I've personally spoken to in Lisi's group responded to my tarot post in her group. Why? Do they feel intimidated by her? Is she intimidating? I don't know. It's like they seem to hold themselves back out of fear or out of feeling unsure of themselves. I mean, it's a group. I don't see why people can't just communicate, especially in a situation like this where it's supposed to be helping everybody heal. Like, why are some people feeling like they're either afraid or they've been bullied into it? That guy, to me, feels like he was bullied into it. These people here feel like they don't know if it's a good idea if they say anything. Let me not say anything I can get in trouble for. But how could you get in trouble? Like, that isn't that what it's for? Seems like, I don't know, is she kind of controlling, or she may, scrutinize over every comment and they're kind of afraid? That's what I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. But I think that they're afraid. They're intimidated by her. That other guy feels like he was bullied into it. I can't imagine bullying somebody into something like that. It's like bullying somebody into doing yoga. Like, so opposite. Like, why would you do that? Lita. General. It looks like you might have a new idea for a business that could come up that could be very successful. Feeling like life has come into balance and feeling like you're very prepared. Intuition is heightened. Definitely listen to it. A Libra and a Virgo enter. You have nice money coming in. Being at the right place at the right time could bring in extra cash. I don't know if that's a business opportunity. You got a new journey on the horizon, and taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. You know what I was thinking, back to that question about not being answered by anybody or nobody saying anything. Have you ever felt like, I don't know if anyone else has ever felt like this, but like I'm invisible? Like, does anybody see me here because I feel like I'm invisible? That's what it kind of reminds me of, like. And I know that it's kind of like why am I thinking about things like that? But I mean, it's crossed my mind too, where like I'll comment on somebody's picture or somebody's whatever, and then I don't get a response, or like I go out of my way to say something to someone, and like I feel like they don't really respond to me, and I feel like sometimes I'm invisible. I guess it could happen on social media if I was on it more. I mean, maybe years ago when I was on it, but even like in person, like in groups of people, like say at yoga, which I haven't been in. I haven't taken a yoga class, can't tell you when. I would feel like I feel like I'm invisible. Like, does anybody see that I'm here? Like, I'm just not, and not even that they're purposely ignoring me, but just like I'm invisible. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, bizarre. Like, I don't think that people are trying to be rude and ignore me on purpose, but I always felt kind of like ignored. I don't know. Very strange. Kira, general. Yeah, you know, it's going to take me a while to figure out how to unblock. I know how to do it. I just have to get to the desktop and do it from there. I don't know why. Everything YouTube does is like, it's hard. I don't know why. Like, why can't I just unblock it? I have to go to the desktop, which is not easy to get to because it wants to take you to the app. Like, there's got to be an easier way. General, you could be getting a new job opportunity where you feel a little bit more stable. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. A wish comes true, put it out into the universe. No longer holding yourself back, things seem to start to move forward, especially around finances. Feeling a little bit more financially stable. You may be feeling like anxiety is moving into the past. Feeling a little bit more like the energy around you is stable and grounded. Georgia, the Virgo in me. Communication may pick up. You might feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. You can feel like things are moving forward a little bit over, I'm going to say, during the month of September. Communication should pick up soon. Sister, that's exactly what I feel. I didn't ghost her. She reached out to someone that I had issues with after continuously claiming she had my back. She didn't trust me. She didn't need to meddle. I didn't respond to her once. That's not ghosting. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not ghosting. I mean, I have friends all the time that don't respond to me. Like, they don't respond to me in the moment, and then maybe I hear from them a couple of days later. You know, like, that happens to me too sometimes. Yeah, she's definitely blown everything out of proportion. But you know what? That's her issue, not yours. You know, like, she may act like this with everyone that she feels doesn't either do what she wants them to do, or she may act like this with everybody, because it's like, it's almost like she's looking for miscellaneous people to validate that what she's saying is true, but it's not true. Like, I mean, her feelings are valid, right? Everybody's feelings are valid, but just because somebody else agrees doesn't make it more valid, but she seems to be looking for that kind of validation. which is not, you're like, how does it help matters? Like, it reminds me of, if you've ever seen, like, when people fight on Facebook, there was some kind of nonsense that was going on between some of my old coworkers like years ago. And I'm telling you, like, these people were like all in their like early 50s. Like, you would think that we were well past this. Something happened where, I don't know, somebody's wife who didn't even work there did something or deleted people, and then I don't know what the whole situation was. I don't know what the story was, but I know that they were arguing, and they were arguing on Facebook for other people to read. And why are you doing that? Because you want like, you want miscellaneous people not involved to validate that you're correct. But what does that do for anyone? Like, what does it do for her, right? Like, if I were to see this video and say, oh yeah, you're right, she must really be a broken person. Okay, so you got me to say what you wanted to hear, but what does that do for you in the long run? Nothing. So why do you need to hear it? Yeah, I mean, she's got issues. You didn't do anything wrong. She needs to kind of, grow up a little bit, or deal with her issues. I mean, we all have issues. All of us do. But, she's trying to search for some kind of validation from, I guess, miscellaneous people. Anthony, will I hear from the Cancer before the end of this year, and her intentions when she contacts? Okay, let's see. I'm not convinced that you hear from her before the end of the year, but when she contacts you, I think that she kind of comes in sort of timid. She doesn't really have, she's just kind of like testing the water to see how you're going to respond to her, because I think that she's kind of ignored you or treated you kind of poorly over the last couple of years. So she's going to try to test the water to see how you react to her. If you're nice to her and she feels a little bit more comfortable, then she'll take it from there. But I don't know that it's going to happen before the end of the year. Alicia, why did Jay and AMB break up? Did she really cheat? I feel that he's not being honest about it. Okay, let's see. Did she really cheat? I think that she did cheat. Yeah, I think that she did cheat. There were a lot of fights about cheating. Now, she may be holding steady to the fact that she did. Like, she may be like, I didn't cheat, and that may be her story, and she's sticking to it. But it looks like that they kept having the same fight over and over again, and that's why they broke up. I think that she did cheat. Or if she wasn't actually physically with somebody else, she may have been talking to someone else, or there was someone else around her. Simran, how will he respond to following him on Twitter? How will he respond to following him on Twitter? I don't think that he does anything. I don't think he responds in any way. He's the hangman. He's stuck. The Six of Pentacles is in reverse. You might feel as if you're the only one putting effort into the situation, or he's lacking ambition. It could be both. You may feel like you put in effort, but he's lacking ambition. I don't think that, I mean, what is he going to do? Like, if you follow him, how could he respond to that? I mean, I guess if he's not following you, he could follow you back. But the cards aren't showing that right away. I don't see anything reciprocal coming back. Not yet, anyway. Maybe down the line. Sister, I have a definite thing with feeling invisible, but I seem to attract the same scenario over and over again. I don't know why. Me too. me, I think most of us do, in just in general, and the same situation over and over again, even in different areas of our lives, right? Like, if this is another stupid example, but these fucking babysitters from Care.com, I would set up, I would talk to them, right? We would decide on a price, I would give them directions, and then they wouldn't show up. I mean, I'm talking about like $22 an hour. To me, I think is a lot of money to babysit. I mean, I know that you know, babysitters get paid well, but then you just don't show up, and it's like I have to leave to go to work, and there's nobody here to watch the kid. I feel like even in a business relationship, I've still got to question whether or not the person is going to show up. Why? Why does that keep happening? I don't know. I don't know what that's about. That's why I have somebody that I could ask about it. My friend Lori, the one that does Passages of Light is her channel. She may be able to shed some light on why that situation happens, because it's not just like with groups of friends or with romantic interests. It's like just in general. Like, how do you say you're going to be at my house at 4:15 and then you just don't show up and you're an adult? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that. And it's true, the same situations do repeat over and over again. Shows anxiety around indecision. Anxiety around indecision. Anxiety around indecision. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not anxiety around not being confident enough to like make yourself known that you're here. And this is the whole true for anyone that goes through that feeling invisible. And then why? Well, I know why we're attracted to the situations, because that's a soul wound thing. So even like with random friends, if that friend you find to be attractive for whatever reason, and they are not, the situation isn't easy, right? It's like, are they going to call me back? Are they going to betray me? Or this? Then you don't really trust them. That goes back to a soul wound that dates way back to probably childhood, maybe even before childhood, so they say. But this looks like you have choices around the situation, but anxiety and indecision cause those situations. And I don't know if that's like, you know how they say chaos gets created when you don't stick to you don't get clear about what you want. So one day I want to be friends with them, one day I don't want to be friends with them, one day I want to be friends with them. Maybe that's what it is. Anxiety around indecision. I know, I got to get to the bottom of that, because that's happened to me my entire life. And I can't imagine. And I feel like for those of us that have been through it, we shouldn't have to second guess whether or not people are going to show up, especially people that you pay. I went through a point in my life where I was like, I still am kind of like this. Like, if I won't ask anybody for anything, I would rather just pay someone to do it. And then I feel like, well, I'm paying them, so they should be here. They should show up. I don't get it. But yeah, the feeling invisible. One of my friends, who was my yoga teacher years ago, said that she used to feel invisible too. And she said that she felt like she would like kind of shrink, or like not want to be noticed, or like fall into the background. But she knew she was doing it. I don't think that I'm aware of it. I just feel like I'm invisible all the time. Anyhow, Victoria, love life for September. Things could change for you for the better quickly. Might make a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you, or you may have already made this decision. With that, you got some good karma coming in. You've got some good luck coming in. The hard work you put into love is coming back to you with good karma. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that's very passionate. Cause for celebration comes in around a wish coming true. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't be afraid to express what you need to your partner, or current interest, or whatever. But your perseverance will pay off, and you should get what you want. It should be a good month. Adonis, I agree with you with that. Staying away from groups because there's always a lot of drama. That's true. You know, years ago I had a friend who, she had a group of friends that were friends forever. Like, I'm talking, I think that they were all knew each other from like the time that they were like 5. And I thought, oh, they're such a nice group of friends. And I never saw any problems. I wasn't really in that group. But when I kind of got involved in that group, holy shit, did I see the drama. And it was like drama like me and my friends had never experienced. And I was like, wow. Funny how I thought, I was like, oh, they've been friends for so long. Like, that's so nice that you could have those kind of friendships. And then I was like, wow, this is really, I mean, some of the stories that I heard were really fucking crazy. Like, beyond crazy. Like, you couldn't even imagine how crazy they were. Anyway. Julie, how does C figure that it would be okay with a call when I told him last time not calling or texting is unacceptable? Yeah, but see, the thing is that he already has gotten away with so much, and you always let him back in, so he kind of knows that he can kind of get away with it. You know, just like how the other day you told him that you were never going to talk to him again, good luck with life. He didn't believe that because, you know, like, he just didn't think twice about it. He was like, okay, whatever. It didn't faze him at all. Even though you've said it before, he's done it before. This is, you know, he thinks that he could just do what he wants. You know, once again, you can't tell somebody, you really have to show them. And he's really got to feel it, and he's not feeling it. He feels like, we'll just figure it out another time, or it's no big deal. So I don't come by tonight, I'll come back by another night. Like, not really thinking it's a big deal, which it's not a big deal when something comes up. Okay, that's fine, but it is a big deal to leave somebody hanging. I think he's kind of looking at it like, well, you had other people going over. It wasn't just him. You know, if I could get there, I'll get there. I don't think he was making a big deal, but it's very rude. It's rude. It's unacceptable. I agree with you 100%. Sister, the other thing is I have my own tarot group, and I only have like 11 people in there, and somehow Lacey pulls everyone into hers, but Lacey and I have gotten closer. I don't know what to do with my group or her group. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is what I would say. Do what makes you feel the best and the most secure and what you need for yourself, rather than worrying about anybody else. So, I love how I give other people advice. Meanwhile, I'm like the worst at this stuff. The worst. So if you feel like, first of all, the way that I'm seeing this is kind of like, I don't think that she's like a bad person and she's got evil intentions. I don't feel that way at all. But I feel like her ego likes to be popular. She likes this. She likes controlling things. I think that she's bullied a couple of people. I think that and I don't think that she looks at it like it's bullying, because I think it's more of like, oh, come on, it's going to be fun, you know, that kind of bullshit. and she brings these people in. I think that she's very nice to them. She brings them in, and I think that she's not. It's not that they like her better than you or anything like that, or they think she's a better tarot reader. It's nothing like that at all. I just think that they feel like some of them may want to shut her up. But whatever is going to make you feel better about yourself or about the situation is what I would do. So if you feel like not being part of her group serves you better, then don't be part of it. You could stay in it just to avoid drama, but you don't have to go in it. If you feel like putting energy into yours is going to make you feel better, then that's what I would do. Look, if you got one person in there, but that one person is learning something from you, that to me is more like, I would rather that than 50 phonies, because I feel like that's what she has. She's got people through coercion, not people that really want to be in there. And I used to say that all the time about yoga. I would rather have one person that really wants to come to my class than 50 people that are just here because it's the only time that they can get here and they got stuck with me. So it's really what's going to make you feel better. If you feel like you're 11 people, they're getting something out of it, they're enjoying it, you're enjoying having the group, then continue with it. And who cares how big it gets? It doesn't make a difference. The people will show up that resonate with you, and that will be important, rather than 1,000 people that are just in it because somebody talked them into it or bullied them into it or whatever. But I think you got to figure out what it is that is going to make you happy or make you feel better, and that may be hard. Like sometimes, all the time, doing what makes us feel good or what is right for us may not be right for everyone else, and that could be a hard feeling to deal with if you're not used to it. Like putting yourself first if you're not used to putting yourself first, which I don't think most of us are. So that's whatever makes you feel better. And if you have to question it, or it's making you feel as if this isn't worth it, or it's giving me more agita than it's worth, I feel like I don't want to do this anymore, then just stop doing it. You don't have to be in yours, you don't have to be in hers. If you feel like, what, I got a couple of people here that are loyal and they really want to work with me, then just do it for them and fuck the rest of these people, because I don't think that they really, I don't know, I don't think that I don't know, I'm not crazy for her. Like, I don't think she's a bad person, but I think that she's got an ego thing, and I think it makes her feel good to be popular. And so what? You're popular. Who cares? You know what I mean? People that you have in your group may be very loyal, and they may be actually learning something, and they may be enjoying it. Not, I'm just in here because I'm in here. So think of it like that if you can. Simran, is H and G hanging out tonight? Okay, let's see. H and G, are they hanging out tonight? I think they are hanging out tonight, yeah. Oh, Anthony, yeah, I do think you're still going to hear from her. Yeah, I think at some point, I think you guys are going to cross paths in more than one way. So, like, she could reach out to you and you can talk, but I think that there's something else where you could cross paths. New chapter, what can I expect from the engineer guy from work? Okay, let's see. What can I expect from the engineer guy at work? I would would say communication could pick up. It may be a little bit sporadic because he kind of shows up as the Hermit. If he's a Virgo, then I would say disregard that. But if he's not a Virgo, I would say the communication may be a little bit sporadic. But at some point, you may feel like the relationship becomes a little bit more balanced. Even like friendship-wise, it shows more here like a friendship connection right now. I don't see all that much happening around romance, but we may not be there yet. That could be coming down the road. I would say expect communication. Even as if it starts sporadic, it should start to develop into at least a friendship as you move forward. And it looks like there could be some potential in the future. New chapter. What can I expect next in love? Okay, well, you may be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Could be turning a corner when it comes to the type of person that you're interested in. It looks like you've got next relationship should be well balanced, and you should get out of it what you put into it. Cause for celebration comes in. You've got a Capricorn that comes in and a Sagittarius. It also looks like you have some good luck coming in around your love life. If you're looking for a committed love relationship, a disappointment moves into the past, romance picks up, and there is potential for committed relationship before the end of the year. Elizabeth, love. You have a committed relationship coming in on the horizon. You've got things changing for you for the better quickly and making it to the top of the mountain. The world is at your feet. If you're looking for a committed relationship, you might not be looking backwards at anybody that you've been with or anyone that's been around. You may be looking more towards the future where a new soulmate comes in. Fresh energy. It could be a Leo. It could also be a Scorpio. You also have a Sagittarius coming in. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I think you got new energy coming in. I think you're another one that's going to turn a corner, and everything that didn't work for you is going to move into the past, and your life is going to move forward. You know, it's going to be like walking down the right street on the right day, and all of a sudden things start to fall into place. Alicia. See it yet. Let me do Simran. Will he try to contact or follow back in the future? Well, I don't see him contacting you or following back right now. You have a 33% chance that that changes as we move towards the fall. So it's possible for in the future, yeah. Alicia, so were they equally cheating or did she treat him badly? She made him delete all the girls off of Facebook. So did he catch her cheating? Did he catch her cheating? Okay, let me see. I think he did catch her cheating. He caught her doing something that didn't sit right with him. Now, did he physically catch her in bed with someone else? No, I don't think so. But there was something going on there that didn't sit right. This nonsense with her making him delete all the girls off of Facebook, that's a lot of bullshit. You're allowed to have other friends that are girls, and you can't eliminate half the population because you want that to happen. That's craziness. That's crazy. How's a relationship going to function like that? That you can't have any girls in your life, none. Yeah, the relationship is doomed. Neither one of them trust each other. She was doing something that he caught her with. Yeah, he caught her doing something. And you can't control people's lives like this. That just doesn't work. That's not the answer. Eliminating women is not the answer. Getting a man who is committed, that's the answer. You're not going to make a commitment out of a man who's not like he's not feeling it. It's not there. You know what I mean? Like those women are just women. You cannot have anybody on Facebook, and you could be fucking the whore down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like like you can't, you can't make someone commit to you or be in love with you if they're not. You can manipulate them, you can force them, you can aggravate the fuck out of them, but it's not going to make them love you. You could get what you want. He could have deleted all those women off of Facebook. Doesn't mean he wasn't still cheating. Like people, where there's a will, there's a way. Believe it. You know what I mean? Like you're not controlling anything. Put a GPS up someone's ass. They're still going to do what they're going to do. That happened to a friend of mine. I couldn't even believe it. She wasn't a friend of mine. She was a friend of a friend. And like we would get together sometimes. And she married this guy and she wasn't cheating on him. I mean, it was me, my friend, and her. I didn't know anybody else in her world. If she was cheating, she would have said it. She said that he just didn't trust her. He put a GPS on the car and he knew where she went. And then he would say things to her like, well, Mrs. Smith saw you in Rite Aid. And she would be like, oh, I didn't see her. Well, what were you in Rite Aid for? I needed to buy tampons. What was I doing in Rite Aid? Like, what do you go to Rite Aid for? Sleeping with the pharmacist. What kind of crap is that? Anyway, she wound up finding the GPS. This was years ago. They got divorced. I mean, you can't be in a relationship like that. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, so he caught her doing something. I don't think that he caught her in bed with anyone, but she was doing something that wasn't on the that wasn't kosher, that he didn't like. She was messing around, but she thinks that she was going to be controlling too, and that's not going to work. So they were equally cheating. Well, if he was cheating on her, then yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to say they were both cheating. Yeah, absolutely. Forget about that relationship. Elizabeth. Do you see me getting the second job I applied for in the school district? Okay, do you see me getting the second job I applied for in the school district? I think you will get it. Yeah. And there may be other opportunities and other potential in that school district once you get that job. Yeah, that could be a good job too. Mario. General for the coming week. General for the coming week. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your life. You've got stepping into your own strength and making decisions that serve you well. That's excellent. It looks like you may be feeling a little bit more financially stable. You also may be thinking about moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home. That could come up this week. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. I don't know what that's about. Negativity is moving into the past. Money is coming in. And you should be feeling really good this week. It should be a good week. T-Vet, which soulmate will offer me a commitment? Happiness comes in around a successful offer of a commitment with choices. Well, let's see. The choices come in, but you have divine timing, a well-balanced relationship that comes in, that brings in happiness. Pisces. Pisces comes in strong. Capricorn, got a Capricorn too. You've got choices. God damn it, there's going to be choices. Seven of Cups, there's more than one. I'm going to say Pisces comes in the strongest. Right now, anyway. UAF Spirit. Seven of Water, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. I don't feel like you procrastinate. I don't know why you get this one sometimes. I feel like you've gotten it before, because I've said that. I don't think that you procrastinate. Ten of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. The World, Archangel Michael, a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, path towards enlightenment. Sister, doing what made me feel right with A is now turned into a month of videos where she's lashing out at me and demonizing me when I was literally just protecting myself. It's hard to honor yourself when people get so pissed when you do. That's true. But that's right. That's what happens. I just read something. Oh, it was, you ever follow that page, Fuckology? It said something like, you're going to start to piss off a lot of people when you start doing what you want. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I gave a thumbs up. Meanwhile, I have a hard time following that advice, but it's true. Now I'm watching her videos where she's slandering me so much, which totally defeats the purpose of me trying to protect my energy. Is she using your name though, or she's just, you just know that it's you because of what she's saying? Because, like, think about all of this negative energy that she's putting out. It serves no purpose. It serves no purpose. It's not going to do anything. The only thing it's going to do is create a whole vacuum of negativity around her. It can't hurt you. It can only hurt you if you let it. Like, you feel like she's saying things that aren't true, and that's like hurtful. Like, nobody wants that kind of bullshit. But this is really only going to affect her because of all that negativity that's going out, and it's not true. And even if it was true, even if all of the shit she's saying is true, what is the purpose of the videos? What is she getting out of it? Nothing. Everyone's going to give her a thumbs up. Everyone's going to say, oh yeah, you're right, what a bitch. What does that do? It doesn't fix the situation. If she wants to fix the situation, she should call you and have a conversation with you like an adult. So with all of that being said, it's like, you're better off without her anyway, because if this is what happens, I mean, people argue, people disagree, people go months without talking to one another. You don't have to broadcast it. Like, that's just how life is, especially as you get older, right? It's not as easy to stay in touch because you got other, you know, who's working. Like, my friend is a cop, so her schedule is, I don't even know what her schedule is. I don't know. Like, if I text her, she texts me back if she's around. If she's not, when she gets a chance, she responds. But look at all the energy that she's putting into this, and she's getting nothing out of it. The only thing that she's getting is that she's venting, which, I mean, she can vent to a therapist, she can vent to a friend. She doesn't have to do it to the, what is she doing it on YouTube? I mean, to me, I wouldn't watch that shit. I wouldn't watch it because I get very frustrated when I see a lot of YouTubers reviewing other YouTubers. It's like, can't you just do your thing and not make your videos about somebody else? Like that, and then like I know why they do it, because you can get sucked in. Like, it's very easy. What is she going to say about her? but it's negative. So why do we want to be in negativity? There's enough negativity around us. We've got to combat. And if people get pissed, see, that's another thing. I know for me personally, I have a problem with people being mad at me. I don't like people being mad at me. Why? Why? Be fucking mad at me. Who cares? So she's mad at you. Like, why does that bother some of us? Some people, they don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, they don't give a fuck. And I'm amazed by those people, because why do I care if somebody's mad at me? Even somebody that deserves it, if I give it to them and then they're mad at me, I'm like, I don't want them to be mad at me. Why? Be mad at me. What's it going to do? What's going to happen? The person's probably an asshole anyway. Okay, so this is what I would say. If the videos are bothering you, I would just stop the videos. What I'm really wondering is how many comments is she getting with people saying similar things, like what a waste of time and energy, because it really is. It's like it's a waste of time and energy to make comments, videos about slandering somebody. Maybe she's deleting those comments, but I would say if the videos are bothering you, stop watching them, because there's no point. Like, if it's just going to bother you, why do that to yourself? It could kind of knock you off balance, or it gives you something to think about, and it may be something that would be hard to let go of. I mean, that's how I would feel. Like if somebody said a bunch of bad shit about me, and I kept watching it, I know that it would affect me. So I would say if you can, stop watching them, and put your energy somewhere else. Let her waste her time and her energy on you. Let her do her thing. I mean, sooner or later, people got to see how ridiculous it is. I mean, people get ghosted all the time. Even if you did ghost her, like, so what? Like, you got to get over it, Or like, you're going to spend the rest of your life harping on it. Yeah, I would try not to watch any of the videos anymore. There's no point in you making yourself upset over that. There's nothing positive that's going to come from it, because she's just saying stupid shit. Shonda, will the cancer guy try to come back to me? Will the cancer guy try to come back to me? I think at some point, yeah, he does try to come back. You may be over it at that point, though. You may tell him where to go. Fly a kite or something like that. Oh, Julie, you're right. I'm soft for me. I just want to know if he'll contact me tomorrow or wait a couple of days, which makes it worse. I think that the waiting a couple of days does make it worse, and that would drive me fucking insane too. And it has, it's happened to me before. Oh my God. I remember once I was I was so mad at someone. Like, I always think of that. If you ever seen the movie Clue, me and my friends from like elementary school used to, flames on the sides of my face. Miss White at the end, where she's talking about how much she hates Yvette. I hated her so much. Flames. Like, I was so pissed that I don't remember. That's how mad I was. I don't even remember what happened, but I was so mad. And then he didn't respond for like, I don't know, days. And you just want to kill the motherfucker. You could hear from him tomorrow. You got a 70% chance you'll hear from him tomorrow. That's pretty good. Because I know that it's like every day goes by, it's like a year. I know, I've been there. It's fucking annoying. I think there was one from Mountain, but that I missed. I remember. Um, or maybe I didn't get to it yet. UAF general regarding the Friday situation. Okay. Right. I don't know what happened Friday, but if there was something that happened that was disappointing, it moves into the past. You feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you could breathe a sigh of relief when things move forward. You might need to have a little bit of patience, but things are moving forward. Whatever it was that went down, it's going to work itself out. Listen to your intuition. Or if something was disappointing or annoying or upsetting, it moves into the past pretty quickly. And you move past it. Yeah. Whatever it was resolves itself. I feel I feel bad for speaking up too. I never stick up for myself. Alicia, does he regret choosing her over me? Not at this point. No, I don't see regret right now. Right now, he may be very much still involved with that mess. Like, he's kind of like, that's where he's like feeling like he was the victim, or he was feeling like he was done wrong. He's not really thinking about other people right now. He's thinking about himself. UAF, so I heard on TikTok that to speak to our angels, we have to say it out loud. Have you heard that before? I've heard people say that, yeah. That, and if you want something, ask for it out loud. But, you know, it kind of goes back to the same old thing that I don't like asking anybody for anything, so maybe that's why I don't do that. I don't know. I guess that when I was young, like really young, and I would say probably up and right through to my 20s, I felt like I prayed all the time and I had so much faith, and I felt like none of my prayers were ever answered. I know that sounds terrible, but I just felt like nobody was listening and nothing ever happened. So I stopped. And I kind of lost faith because I felt like, I mean, I said novenas, I lit candles, I went to church. Like when the rest of my friends were doing really shitty things. That's why when people talk about karma, I'm like, you know what? I had really shitty friends in high school as far as like steal from their employees, stole from their parents. I mean, cheated on each other, cheated, you know, betrayed each other. I mean, crazy things. And they seem to have better lives than me, especially throughout high school and college. Anyway. Um, no, I definitely missed Mountain Girl. I didn't do it. I saw the super chat, but I didn't see the question. Oh, I see it coming. I see it coming. All right, I'll get to it. Um, it's coming. The UAF, journal regarding the analyst role at CC. Okay. Is this the job that you took? If it is, it looks, well, even if it isn't, it looks like the hard work that you put in will come back to you. You may feel like it's either a strong role, a strong job, or you're very stable in it. There's a lot of strength around it. I don't know what that's about. It also looks like there's plenty of opportunity around that job for like room for growth. They may treat you very well, or you could feel like you're well respected, well compensated, and listen to your intuition. There could be long-term potential around that place. It also looks like you may genuinely get along with the people there and like working there. Headed towards the 10 cups being full. That's not bad. Sister, I have not posted anything venting about her because it would just bring me negative karma. Yep. She's calling me all of the names, but meanwhile, she's the one acting immature and posting about me. But it seems there's no retribution for acting like an adult, though. See, it sounds like me. It sounded 100% like me, like I just said about my friends. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I totally agree. I hope she's not using your name. That's the thing. Like, if she's just saying this person, that's fine. But if she's using your name, I would take action because that's bullshit. But it looks here like, see, all right, this is the twisted thing, because I agree with you. Like, I agree with you. Even like there are other situations that I've lived through where I feel like it's just not fair that this person gets away with that, right? Like, it's just not fair. And how do I swallow that pill, right? Because this is not fair what went on. And it's a lot of situations. For some reason, I don't know why. This must be another one of my things. I have a lot of like domineering women, like in my family, or like that I've had to come up against. And I feel like they get away with bullshit, and I feel like that's not right. Like, let's put it that way. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that. Like, fuck you. Anyhow, and I always wind up keeping my mouth shut, and where does it get me? Nowhere, because I'm the invisible guy in the room. Thing is that from what the cards show and what I would gather from just what I've been told when I've brought it up before, we don't see the whole side. We don't see everything. So even though like somebody may appear to not be have it, it doesn't, like, you don't get to see it all, right? You're only seeing what she's doing, but you don't really see what she's living through or what's happening on the other side of it. So you see that she's tearing you apart on some sort of a platform, but you might not see how it's really affecting her in other ways because that's not being brought to light, because obviously that's what she wants to keep hidden. You know, like any of these situations where you know, like, just where we don't know the whole story, like, you know, like they just fucking Facebook shit. Oh, you know, I'm so lucky. Oh, I've been blessed. I used to hate that. I'm blessed. I wanted to punch everyone in the throat that said that, because I felt like they were all phonies and they were all trying to convince themselves that they were blessed. But we don't know what's going on the other side of that. Like, because I can't imagine that you wake up in the morning so thrilled with your life that the first thing you need to do is post it on Facebook, because that's the last thing. Let me tell you something. Like, if I'm in bed with someone or I'm having a wonderful date with someone, like, it's not about, oh, let me put this on Facebook because I care that, you know, my neighbors see it, or whoever, or my coworkers see it. I don't really want anyone to see that. Anyhow. But we don't see what's on the other side of it. Like, what's on the back side of it. What's really going on with this person. Because there is real stuff going on with this person if they can't let go of this. And it's gotten to this extreme. So you might not be seeing what they're going through or what's coming, but there is more coming. I mean, it's like they're like in a living hell. And they just keep making it worse to themselves. You know, anything that you give energy to is going to grow. So the more she keeps doing this, the worse it's going to get for nobody else but herself. Because you have the option to shut it off and not watch it. But she's choosing to continue to perpetuate this story. And, you know, like I said before, you don't know if people are making comments and she's deleting them. I mean, because I've noticed that um, I'm one of the law of attraction people that I followed, and I actually used to work with. And I like her. I like her business. I respect her. Nothing like that. But she had made a comment once to me like, "This is my platform. I don't let other people. You know, if other people make comments that I don't like, I delete them." And I thought that that was interesting. And it may have been before I even was getting any comments on mine, so I didn't even realize that you could do that. And I was like, "That's interesting." So I'm wondering what people were saying. Only not because I want to know like people talk bad, but I would like to know what other people's opinions are that aren't telling you how wonderful you are, right? Like just because I just would like to know what somebody else's perspective is, not just because I like to hear another side. You know, it's not like everything is not all unicorns and rainbows all the time. So I thought, oh, that's interesting because if you're deleting other people's comments and opinions and only keeping the good ones up there, I feel like it's kind of like fraud. You know, like I want to see, you know, if somebody is arguing with you or wants you to explain something, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that that should be addressed and not just deleted off of it. Anyhow, I've since had to, you know who I delete? I delete, somebody threatens to send Satan to me. That person gets deleted. And somebody's trying to get dial a WhatsApp number to bring your husband back. That person gets deleted. But otherwise, I don't get that many comments. Anyhow, let me continue here. Mountain, I've been considering a side business, writing, spiritual, or painting, which would be the best long-term choice for me. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think that somehow incorporating all of that stuff would do you well. It's going to be hard to pick one. All right, let's see. Writing. Painting. Spiritual. Spiritual comes up highest, and then next comes writing, and then comes painting. But I feel like you can kind of incorporate all of that into one thing. Um, but that's up to you. Like, I feel like there may be an avenue for you where you would get a lot out of it too. So it wouldn't just be about the business, but it would be about what you're getting out of it. Like, you may find that there is a spiritual connection to the painting that you do. Or like you may have like spiritual epiphanies, or you may get really into it. May be like one thing is kind of wrapped up in the next. Spiritual comes up strongest, but I feel like that painting could have something to do with the spiritual, and the same thing with the writing. I feel like it all intertwines. You know what? Maybe if you want to pick one thing to start with, I would say start with the spiritual stuff because that comes up strongest. And the creative stuff, somehow I feel like it can all be intertwined. That's what I really feel. Because I feel like they're all different parts of you that all kind of come together under the title of spirituality, right? And it like you may just have to kind of go with what you're feeling with at that moment. You know, like you know how like you can't always like tell someone, okay, I sit down and paint a masterpiece, but you could like accidentally sit down one day and write like a great novel, but not really be intending to. You just sit down and have a story in your head. So I kind of feel like you might have to kind of go with the flow of things and see what comes to you first. I would start with spiritual, but I think those other two things come up strong too with possibilities and potentials. Yeah. Start with the spiritual stuff if you have to choose just one. If you're like, no, I just have to choose one, I would say spiritual. DD, is MJ the Sagittarius plotting revenge against me? No, I don't think so. If they are, or if they're talking about it, it's talk or it's fantasy. Ashanda, will I get my toy hauler before the end of the year? Yeah, you can make that happen. Empress, will I get acceptance to Mayo with scholarship by March 2022? Mm-hmm. You should. You got the 10 cups full. Oh, the one you're interviewing for on Tuesday, it's got a lot of potential. Let's see what happens with that. There's a lot of potential there. Good. I'm glad that you might have another choice. Let's see what happens. Julie, what's he planning on saying to me? He's not going to say anything. He's just going to reach out to you the way he always does. He's not going to, I don't think he's going to come in with a big apology or anything like that. He's just going to reach out to you and he's going to, you see what you're up to, see what you're doing. He doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. He's like slow, steady, and stagnant. But you will hear from him. Like he just may be, hey, what's up or what's going on, like that. Shani, is it over between Corey and I? There's indecision around the situation. I would say there's indecision around the situation, and it may be your decision as to whether or not you want to end things. Um, looks like a really messy situation. All right, let's put it this way. It would be in your best interest if things ended now because it doesn't look like there's any, like nothing is really improving here. This will continue as like a toxic cycle forever if you allow it to. But there's indecision. So with that card, I can't tell you that it's over for sure because that's indecision. It's like, no, in order for it to be over, you've got to close the door. And I don't know that you're going to do that. Simon, when will I get a GPA? When will I get a GPA? I don't know what that is, but let's see. Could it be something that you get before the end of the summer? If not, with the Queen, I would say before the end of the year. Dee Dee, if MJ isn't plotting, then what are his intentions? I don't think he's got any intentions. I don't know what the situation is, but it looks like he feels like negativity around the situation and he's moving forward with his life. I don't think that he has anything plotted. I don't think he's plotting anything. I don't think he's got any intentions. Shani, will my candles manifest? I don't know. Slow and steady. I don't know if you're going to get the results that you want. Happily ever after. Will Michael and I reconcile this year? I don't see reconciliation coming in this year. May take longer than that to work things out. Shani, time frame on when will I hear from him personally? Sometime late fall, maybe sometime like late October, maybe sometime. Let's say sometime in October, you should hear from him. Lola, why does Libra have people watching me when he's not here? What do you mean by watching you? Right, I don't know what you mean by how he has people watching you, because like what are these people doing? You know what I mean? Like I can't. It's hard for me to answer that because I don't know who the people are. I don't know what they're doing to watch you, and I don't know how you know that he has them watching you. What the cards show here is that there's a lack of perseverance. So I don't know if he thinks that you're not putting in enough effort. A secret is going to get revealed around the situation, and you may be feeling like you've been treated unfairly. But I don't know. I can't say that there are people watching you, or I don't know how they're watching you. You know what I mean? Like, is somebody following you around? Somebody knocking on your door? Like, who are these people, and how are they watching you? Yeah, otherwise, I can't really answer that question because, and who is he, and where is he that he needs people to watch you? Like what's here for him? Like, do you live with him and he's away on business and he's making people check in on you? Then I would say it's because he doesn't trust you, and that could be what the moon in reverse is. But I can't. That's very difficult. I don't know who these people are, and how do you know that they're watching you? What are they doing? Muljan, how will B feel when he sees me? We've broken up. Okay, let's see. How will B feel when he sees me? We've broken up. He's going to feel a little out of balance and a little bit deceived. But I don't think he plans on seeing you. Like, I think he feels like he's got time where he's not going to see you. I don't know what the situation is or where you would see each other. But he's confident he can get through it before he has to see you again. I don't know. I don't know when you're going to see him again. Okay. Sidereal, Styles, Nishani, the Pisces, and Aaron, the Scorpio. How does he feel? Damn, it disappeared. Shit. Oh, there it is. How does he feel, and what should I do? How does he feel? This person feels pretty connected to you. So I don't know what the situation is. It's like feeling balanced, feeling like you guys have a nice connection. There could be a little deceit around the situation with that card. I don't know what your relationship is now, but I would say see if you can get communication to pick up. If you could reach out to them or communication could come in, things could start to move forward. You may be finding yourself here with a new journey. On a new journey with a lot of mutual respect. He seems to think very highly of you. Got a lot of mutual respect here. I would say try to get communication up. Try to get communication flowing. Jin, me and Dee this September. I would say you may be feeling a little anxious around the situation. I don't know what your relationship is, but it looks like it's a little bit up and down. There could be a new beginning on the horizon, and you may be feeling very stable, but then you could have a tower moment. After the tower moment, you might take some time apart, or you guys just might not be on the same page. You may be looking for different things. Let's see what happens in September. It looks a little rocky. Let's see. Malapali, what are his actions? Shit, it disappeared. Damn. Alright, let me do Adonis. What are Vivi's feelings and energies now after the recent incident? Her energy is, she feels like she's been treated unfairly or like things have gone out of balance. However, she's coming in prepared and perseverant to either straighten things out or fix things. Sarah, would I have enough money to travel to my parents and start my own business in Dubai this September or October? You should be able to, yeah. If you set your mind to it, you can make that happen. Oops. SJ, will B be done with work in time for us to hang out tonight? Let's see. I'm not convinced that they get out early enough. No, I'm not convinced. They may get stuck with something. Anonymous, when could I see Jaden again? Oh, soon, maybe before August ends. Could be soon. Libra love general for next week. You may be very busy next week. Not feeling burdened by the weight of the world anymore. Feels like the energy around you is lighter, but you have a lot going on. You may be busy with work or school or whatever it is you do all day. You could have several situations come up with friends that you may be spending time with. It also looks like you may get communication out of the clear blue sky from an old friend that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Things change for the better for you quickly. You've got choices that come in. Not a bad week. UAF, general regarding other job offer possibilities. Yeah, I think you're going to get other possibilities because it's like this. Balance comes back to life, a wish comes true. Cause for celebration comes in around. Walking away from something that no longer serves you. Choices come in. Out of the clear blue sky, you could get offered something that pays you really well, that makes you feel like you've moved forward. Growth, change, and transformation is around the opportunity, and it brings in a lot of happiness, but it shows choices. So you shouldn't be stuck with only one choice. You should have more than one choice. I think you're going to get another offer. That would be great. That would be really great.
Happily ever after. Is Michael interested or wanting a relationship?
I think that he does want a relationship, but I think that his attitude is like, it'll happen when it happens. It's like divine timing. When it's right, it's right. I don't think it's anything that he really puts a whole lot of effort into right now, or that he's looking for, or that he's like actively looking to start a relationship. I think that he feels like, well, I'm just giving it over to divine timing. When it happens, it happens. I don't know what your relationship is like with him, or what's gone on with the two of you lately, but he seems to think highly of you. I think he thinks that you're grounded, you're stable, you're kind-hearted, successful, attractive, and happy, easy to get along with, or you have a nice personality. But it doesn't look like he's putting in a whole lot of effort into starting a relationship right now.
Um, Simran, will I be productive tomorrow? I made a schedule.
You should be productive tomorrow. Yeah, I think so.
Happily ever after. Is Nick going to promote Destiny's music?
I'm not confident in that. The moon is in reverse, which would indicate that there may be a secret or something that gets revealed. I don't know what the story is, but I don't think he's going to.
Anthony, when will I hear from the Cancer?
It could be sometime early next year, sometime next winter. I would say good timing would be any time from the winter time right through the month of May would be a possibility for that situation to move forward.
Red, journal for the next 2 weeks.
Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is heightened. You may be working on a creative project of some sort. You also may come up with a new business idea. Looks like there could be a Leo around that's of significance. Out of the clear blue sky, you may run into an old friend or someone that you haven't seen in a while, or you may hear from them. The Six of Cups. And feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Got some money coming in too. Maggie, can you tell me something about the man I'm going to be in partnership with? Somebody who's very ambitious, somebody who's very well balanced and has a lot of respect. Maybe kind of like an old soul kind of a person. They're highly intuitive, very successful. They may enjoy traveling, or they may travel a lot for business. It looks like they're a strong person, somebody who's grounded, reliable, and sincere. Oh, the Friday situation was about the manager that asked. Okay, that situation's gonna blow over. Like, did you feel bad about saying how you felt? I felt bad even though I feel justified. I know. I know. I don't know what it is with the feeling bad all the time. I don't know why. But I get that too. Like, I feel bad when I have to do something where I'm sticking up for myself, or I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. But that's another one of those. See, this is what I'm saying here about the prayers. Like, nobody's prayers get answered. What kind of crap is that? My friend's father used to always say, oh my God, we wanted to punch him in the throat. In God's time, not in your time. We used to get so mad at him. In God's time, not in your time. Okay, well, we're running out of time over here. Oh my God. And my friend used to get, she used to get so mad at him. At least I could go home. She lived there. I know, that's so upsetting. Um, I'm looking for someone here. Jay. I don't think, did I do Jay? No, right? Brianna's, the Aries intentions towards me. She's looking for communication to pick up. She's looking for successful communication to pick up, and she's looking for the relationship to strengthen. I don't know what's going on with the two of you, but that's what it looks like. How about Shawali? Should I apply for a JNU? Will I get selected? Okay. Will I get selected? I would apply. I think you could get selected. Yeah, you have a good shot, like an 85% shot. Malapali, I didn't do, right? What are his actions towards me within the next 2 weeks? Well, you might feel like communication is down. Next 2 weeks may be kind of frustrating. Feeling like communication is sort of down, you could be feeling kind of unsuccessful, and he may be coming up undecided. You may feel like not much has changed for the better quickly, and you may be frustrated with the situation over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, if somebody is trying to like bamboozle a company or bamboozle a person, I think that's different. But somebody's honest opinion, like I value that. I don't think that that's bad. Like, I don't know. I just feel like an honest review I think that that's a good thing, because I feel like it kind of makes it look like it's more of a legit company, right? If I'm looking at like, I don't know, say restaurant, and every person that's ever eaten there has had like the best meal of their life, I don't believe it, because somebody's got to be a pain in the ass. There's always got to be a pain in the ass. But I would like an honest review, and then, I'll make my own decisions. If I'm gonna go.
Pinkie Pie, what are CR's current thoughts and feelings and next move?
I would say the next move would be communication. They're sort of stuck and stagnant. They may think about doing things and they don't really act on it, and you may be feeling very anxious around the situation. You also could be feeling like the situation is very unsuccessful, but I guess the next move would be communication. Mel, you can close them. Thanks. Okay, let me see. Who else haven't I gotten to?
I have not done yet. Scared Street, when could I be in a relationship again?
You could be in a relationship soon, like maybe before the fall ends. Sometime this fall it could happen.
Where the heck am I here? How about, dang, will my Libra classmate text me back soon? She's been offline for about 5 days. She doesn't even join online classes. I don't know what happened to her. Okay, let's see. Will the Libra classmate text me back soon?
I don't see her getting back to you soon. She gets back to you, 33% chance, yes, she answers you, but I don't see it happening that soon. I don't know if there's another way that you could reach out to her. Try calling her. Try calling her. Say, hey, listen, I'm genuinely concerned about you. Harsha, general for September. You feel like life is moving forward, things change for you for the better quickly. You made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Looks like you got a little bit of money coming in. You could even have a new business or job opportunity come in.
I love you. How does Uzi LV feel about me currently?
Thinks that you're very intelligent, thinks that you're a trusted, loyal friend who's honest, sincere, grounded, and stable.
Arathi, what's coming up for me today?
Rest, relaxation, and self-care may be a priority. You may be spending time with a Virgo. You've also got the ability to manifest new opportunities. Could be feeling well respected and well compensated, or well respected, or like your close relationships are functioning really well today. It also looks like listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. You may be taking a little road trip too.
4 elements, is it over between me and the love interest Leo? No, I don't think so. I think there's more to come. Summer love.
If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Capricorn coming in. You also have a Libra. You should have choices around love, feeling prepared and ready for your love life to move forward, being at the right place at the right time. Plenty of opportunity comes in, and you're prepared for it. You may be exploring options. You've got a committed relationship coming in that could be serious or long-term
Before the end of the year. Dragon, what will E's actions be with me within the next 2 weeks? You should get some kind of communication, possibly through a message, a text message or a direct message. Anthony, messages from the Cancer to me. I think that the Cancer would tell you that she's been very disappointed lately, feels very unprepared, and she may be worried about money. She also may say that she's holding herself back. She's got a lot of sharp energy around her. Luz sees current feelings. How has C been feeling these days? Maybe a little bit worried about money. May also be feeling like they're ready for their life to move forward. They could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study, or they may be thinking about it or contemplating it, and kind of comes up strong around them. Cause for celebration comes in around them when their life moves forward, slow and steady wins the race. They could be feeling right now like they're have made a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve them, and I think they may be very worried about money or concerned about money. That may be something that they've been dealing with. Mel, the sign of the person coming in with an apology. Let's see. You got a Leo that comes in with an apology. That comes in first. You also could have an Aries that comes in with an apology. I'm going to say Leo and Aries. There's also a Scorpio around. I don't know who the Scorpio... I don't know. Like, I don't know if these three people have anything to do with... like, if they... Like, it may be the Leo comes in first, right? You get an apology for whatever. Like, I don't know how big the apology is, right? Hey, I'm sorry I didn't call you back last night, right? Hey, I'm sorry I stole $10,000 from you, whatever. Or, you know, could be, I don't know how big these apologies are. And then a Scorpio. Leo, Aries, and Scorpio. All right, then that is it for me right now. I will, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm just not sure yet what time. That's it. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe, if I can earlier in the day, we'll see. Either way, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Thank you all very much. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.